how complicated relationships are getting these days. So, I recently saw a movie trailer which spoke about different words related to relationship or related to love. And that made me really question that if true love exists. I've seen this quote, does true love exist everywhere? Literally in an auto or in a sticker that is posted on a car and so on. But now I am really provoked to ask myself in the present scenario if true love really exists. Love is something very important that all of us crave for, no matter which generation you belong to. All of us would love to be um, wanted. You would want that emotion of love on you in one way or the other. May it be from your mom, may it be from your dad, may it be from your uh, partner, and so on. But do we really find a true love anymore? I see that parents are now demanding of what they deserve, all because they spent so much and made their children study. On the other hand, I do see parents who get their daughters married, basically daughters married with a huge dowry just to show how rich they are. On the other hand, I also see children who are killing their own parents just because they were corrected. This is all about blood relationships. When it comes to friendship and love in terms of being in between two partners and so on, it is even more complicated. Where people are getting into relationships just because they want to experience a pleasure, or they want to feel important, or just because they want to have some fun with some person without any commitment. Where are we leading to, and how do we call this as love? Love was something that was so nice that we used to feel it through this mythical songs that came when we were kids. And to be very frank, all of us in some point of time have had this figure in our mind that this is how my loved one should be. This kind of a expectation or to be loved in a certain way is not fixed only with a boy and a girl or with two partners. Basically, it could be with parents, grandparents, and so on. My only question is, where has all this expectations gone? All of us are now fixed to something so unrealistic, that is this phone. I would truly say that this phone in which I am shooting right now is one blocker or a stopper of getting us all into that true feel of being loved. I know people talk to certain people in a very nice way until they get what they want, and then they are thrown like a hot brick. On the other hand, there are people who love someone so truly that they lose themselves. Why is love being so complicated? Why can't it be as simple as how it used to be once upon a time? Let's go back 4 decades. That's where all our grandparents, all our great grandparents had siblings of around 16, 20 of them. Well, we all make fun of it, but have you realized or have you noticed how their lifestyle would have been? It would have been as simple as a very small chore that they used to follow every day, or it used to be a very small routine or ritual they used to follow every day of waking up early, getting ready, going to their respective schools, colleges, or ladies being sitting back at home doing their work. And in the evening, I'm sure they all had some quality time where they spent with each other, and hence not everybody had their own rooms like how we have these days. These days, if there are four people in a house, there are four different bedrooms and four different bedrooms with four different people chatting to each other over WhatsApp and trying to share about their things over the status and so on. Where is the communication gone that we used to have once we were kids? When I was a kid, I used to have quality time with my mom. We were just two of us, and my mom was a working woman where she used to work two jobs until I came to high school. And then, no matter what, how hard the day has been, we used to have a supper together and we used to share everything that happened from the time I left to school until she came back home. It was a very simple life where I know that I was loved by one person and I know that she was there for me. I never kept anything away from her, or did she also? She also used to filter things and talk to me because I was still a kid. But I know how important I was to her, and so did she also know. And I'm sure people of my generation, we all had that one space, a safe space where we used to feel happy and nice, and we used to wait for that quality time to be spent with our siblings or with our parents or with our favorite person. It could be even a cousin. All this is replaced with this one thing that is in my hand called mobile phone. And that is quite depressing, very frustrating, just because we are not able to get over it. I myself feel so deeply dug into this phone that I lose my sleep. I've got dark circles and so on, but I'm not able to get over it. Why? Because all of us have to change. It's not just me who keep my phone down and expect my family members to talk to me when they are engaging themselves in their phone. It's okay to use your phone, but it is not okay to prioritize your mobile or your laptop or your work or your priorities over others. Make it possible for you to spend some quality time with your loved one. You may not have to be loved or to love everybody in your home. So let's say you are four people in your home, and one is your sibling and two others are your parents. I'm sure you can't give equal importance or equal attention to all the three of them. At least prioritize one. Maybe be close to your sibling, or make them feel important. And or if your sibling and you don't have a proper communication, or if there's some kind of a cold war going on between you both, at least talk to your parents. I know all our parents are working parents right now, but until and unless you put your foot down and say this is what I need, no one will know that you are expecting and longing for something. So, first thing that you're going to do is start talking to people around you. Use your phone only when there's no one around you. You will see a lot of things change. Secondly, when other people or others are not responding to you the way you want them to respond, when they are being completely on their phone, don't get depressed, don't get frustrated. Don't try to overdo things to get their attention. Move on. Move on and don't take your phone again to sit with it just because you don't have anything else to do. Explore yourself and see what can be done without anybody's help. I'm sure all of us are skilled some way or the other. Your brains are too overloaded that it is actually getting dumb day by day just because you sit and watch your reels or Instagram shots and so on. So instead of wasting time on your phone, either try to socialize or you try to upskill yourself with something that you are interested in. And I'm sure we will not need any AI tools to help us because our brains are very well equipped to be what we have to be. Let us stop using ChatGPT as a friend. ChatGPT is a machine. Today you get close to it, tomorrow it's going to stop working once when you don't update it. That is a fact. Get back to the reality that we are humans and we are getting addicted to machines which is not having any emotions, and hence we are all getting into depression, panic attack, anxiousness, stress, blah blah blah. To avoid all of this, we have to remind ourselves that we are all humans, and hence we have to start behaving like humans, getting attached to humans, and moving on more with humans than with machines. See you soon in the next video.